Graceful amber window, coffee.
Once upon Stitch Nook and my desk where the creativity happens. Today I'm going to be going over how to create the wristband for the Cottage apple cardigan, and you're going to need your 3 colors that you use in the cardigan. So I have my green, my red, a brown, and then a lighter brown, a cognac, and you're not going to need ivory for this one since we're just doing the band. So we're going to start with our green, unless you can of course change it up and do something different. You can see I just kind of have some left, and you're going to do a multiple chain of 8 and then plus 1, and so you're going to see how it wraps around your wrist, and you kind of expect to have a little room extra because we're going to build off the button band off of it, but just a bit, so it almost encloses your wrist unless you want a looser wrist. So do a multiple chain of 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I know from my wrist I do a multiple 4 8s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then plus 1. And then after that, you're going to work in the back loops of your chain instead of the front. Starting in the second from your hook, you're going to half double crochet into each of the back loops. So nice and simple, so just work your way all the way across your chain, and then I'll pick up with you at the end. All right, and we have done this, and I forgot to mention the hook you'll be using is a 2.25. This one says it has printed on it 25, and then here it has on it 2.75. Honestly, they seem very similar to me, but I recommend in the pattern 2.25. 75 also seems to work fine. Again, I'm not quite sure what hook this is, but anyway, at the end, when you finish your half double crochet rows, you are going to turn your work. You're going to slip stitch into your first stitch, like so, and then you're going to chain 10. And this counts as chain 4 for a treble crochet plus 6 chains. So 1, 2, 3, 4, that's our treble crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, that's our chain 6. I'm prepping a treble crochet on my hook by, I'm sorry, you cannot see that, yarning over 2. And then I'm going to skip 6, 2, 4, 6, treble crochet into the next stitch. There we go. And I recommend you be familiar with these stitches before you start, or just look them up, but I will go over it one slowly for you. For a treble crochet, you are going to yarn over twice, insert into your stitch, yarn over, pull through, so you should have 4 stitches on your hook, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and that's your treble crochet. So once you get your 2 treble crochets, chain 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm prepping my next treble crochet just because it's easier for me, but you're going to skip 2, 2, 4, I'm sorry, you're going to skip 6, 6, into the next one, you're going to treble crochet, and then treble crochet into the next one. So you have 2 treble crochets. I'm going to untangle some yarn. There we go. Chain 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, skip 6, 2, 4, 6, treble crochet into the next 2, and you should have 7 left. 2, 4, 6 plus 1, that's 7. Perfect. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, chain 6, skip 6, and just treble crochet into that last stitch. Alright, so this is what it's looking like. We've made our windows where our apples are going to go. We'll do that at the end. You're going to chain 1, turn your work, half double crochet across, and that means for each stitch, like this first stitch, you'll half double crochet, and into the chain space you're going to match the chains. So we're going to do 6 half double crochets in each, and you'll do that all the way across. And on the last chain, since we remember that 4 of the chain represents the treble crochet, let me just count this real quick, 5, 6, you're going to do 7 half double crochets, so you match the number of stitches you need. So go ahead and do that all the way to the end, and then I'll pick up with you. Alright, so you see I've done it all the way across, and in this last one, let me double check. Yep, I did 7 half double crochets, and you just kind of want to push them over so they kind of line up to match, and this is what it looks like for the band. And then we're going to chain 1 and turn our work so we're working along the short side. Now into your half double crochets, you're going to single crochet 2. So into that half side, or the side of your half double crochet, you do 2 single crochets, and then in the chain space, you're going to single crochet 4. 1, 2, 3, whoops, lost it, 4. There we go. I should lower this down. And then into the last, the lower half double crochet, you're also going to single crochet 2. So find a good placement, and 1, 2. Okay, so you should have total 4 and 4, so that would be a total of 8 stitches across. We're going to chain 1, turn your work, and we're going to go back across. So here we're just concerned with making our extension where we're going to place our button. So you're going to single crochet all the way across to 8 stitches. Chain 1, turn, and then repeat that once more. Single crochet your way across the 8 stitches. Like so. So you see that there, made a little extension. Then you're going to cut your yarn, pull that through, weave it in a bit. We're going to do a trim, so you don't have to weave it entirely if you want to work over it later, but I like to at least secure it. And then we're going to pick up on the other side. We're going to pick up into that side half double crochet, doesn't much matter which side. You're going to join your yarn and chain 1. Then you're going to single crochet twice into the side of the half double crochet, just like we did. This is just going to repeat from before. 4 single crochets into the chain, but this would be the triple crochet. Let's treat it as a chain space. And then 2 into the last half double crochet side once you reach the top row here. So we have our 8 stitches. Now we're going to make our buttonhole. Chain 1 and turn, single crochet 3. 1, 2, 3. Now we'll chain 2, skip 2, and single crochet into the last 3. Chain 1 and turn, and you're going to single crochet your way across. 1, 2, and then in the chain space you're going to single crochet 2 and single crochet into the last 3. So you should match up that you have 8 stitches again. And then that's it for that one. It's trying to bump up a bit. You'll cut your yarn, pull it through, secure it, and either weave in or we'll go over it with the trim color. Like so. Alright, so that's how it's looking. And now we are going to pick our trim color, which I'm using the Cognac color, so the lighter brown. Where's the end? Here we go. And so you're going to simply pick up in a corner. I'm going to pick up this corner, I think. Chain 1. Once you've, oh, I'm sorry, that was not on screen. I'll do that again. You're going to join in the corner. Oops. Chain 1. And sometimes you can join it directly from the end of your row, but I forgot to do that. Once you chain 1, you're going to put 2 to 3 stitches in the corner, depending on your preference. I'm going to put 2 since this yarn's a little thicker. And then you're just simply going to single crochet your way across the length, and I'm going to be working over my tails here to secure them down. And so you're going to crochet your way, single crochet your way all the way around. Sorry if I said crochet instead of single crochet. You single crochet all the way around with 2 or 3 single crochets in each corner. And I'll pick up with you at the end. Alright, I went ahead and joined, cut, and wove in already. Kind of forgot to record that, but that's, straightforward enough. So here we have our hole. So let me put a wrist in here, and if that would stop flying. So button will be here. This will go over that. And how can I best show this? Like so. So now we are going to add our apples, and we will be good to go to start building the sleeve, which is in a different tutorial, or follow the written instructions. So still sticking with the same hook. If you aren't familiar with this from the bodice tutorial, you're going to skip 2 in your 6 stitches in your box or your window, skip 2, and into the third one, you're going to join your red yarn or whatever color, if you're doing pumpkins or a different color apple, and then you're going to chain 3. Alright, and then into the same stitch you just joined into, you're going to do a double crochet, 1 double, and then 1 triple crochet. So we've already gone over how to do those. There we go. Then chain 1, slip stitch down as low as you can on your treble crochet, chain 1. Not sure if this is showing well. Chain 1 into the next stitch. You're going to kind of reverse what we just did. So we'll do a triple crochet into the next stitch, into the same stitch, a double crochet, chain 3, and then we'll slip stitch at the base into that same stitch. So we're just working into 2 stitches. So once you have that, snip your yarn. You kind of have this little heart shape. Pull that forward, and then I like to pull it into the back. So you can see a bit of how that looks. And then we're going to secure the top with the stem. So I'm just going to go in the back here and weave in this tail. I'm just going to, again, secure it for now, and I'll do the rest of the proper weaving off camera. But just so it doesn't unravel on itself, I think that's good enough. So we have our little heart shape. Then we're going to bring in our brown color, or black, or whatever you're using for your stem. I'm going to insert my hook into that kind of crevice, or not crevice, the dip of the heart shape, the center of the apple. And then I'm going to join the yarn by pulling from the back through to the front and chaining 2. So there's my little stem, very cute. I'll kind of make it tight. And then to join, I want to go in the middle. So we have 6 half double crochets at the top. You want to find that point between 3 of them. So I'm going to insert my hook from the front to the back, move the working yarn to the back so I can slip stitch by yarning over, pulling through all the way through that loop I have. And so that joins your apple. You're going to cut your yarn, and then I'll pull it through, and then I'll pull that yarn to the back. So now we have 2 tails on the back. I meant to say, usually give yourself a bit of a tail at the beginning as well. Then I'm going to weave it up the stem to join the top. Oh, sorry, I'm off camera. Join with the top tail, and then I'll knot them about twice. 1 knot, 2 knot. And if it's really secure, you can snip them. But what I like to do is work into the back loops of these half double crochets. You know, there are several methods you could finish this off, and I'll leave you to determine your preference. Kind of my current favorite is to just pull them through some of those loops after I've knotted twice, and then I'll snip those extra edges. So you see, once I fix that tail, that's what it looks like in the back, and this is what it looks like in the front window. A little apple. So you'll do that to all of them across. Alright, I finished it. I went ahead and cut my yarn, wove things in, so this is what it's looking like. And here you see it's already worked up with the sleeve here, which is again in another tutorial. Oh, it has a dog hair. I added the button so it's clasped, and so you kind of see how it looks there. Optionally, you can add a little fabric backing to make sure the apples stay upright and in position, and you have a little extra security there, but that's just optional. But yeah, this is what it looks like. It's pretty quick to work up, and so let me know if you have any questions and what other patterns you look forward to seeing from me.